Hey, welcome back guys. Today we're going to be removing the up pipe from my 18 STI Daily Blue here. So it looks like I need to remove the up pipe to complete the secondary air pump delete, and also my up pipe is loose, I noticed, after removing the turbo. So I want to get that off of there, inspect it, see if it needs to be replaced. So we're going to go ahead and start. As you can see, this is the up pipe here. You can see how it's kind of loose, unfortunately. So we've got two brackets. We've got a bracket here, and then we've got a bracket here holding this guy in place. So we're going to need to remove these two bolts, and then we've got a nut here holding this stud on. So we're basically going to disconnect all of those from the top end, and then this guy should pull up, but to do that we're going to need to disconnect it from the bottom end. So I'm just going to take you underneath real quick and kind of show you what we need to do. So this is the exhaust manifold here. We've got these big heat shields on here. So this guy is going to be directly in the way. So if we come down here, you can see that this is where the up pipe meets the exhaust manifold. So this guy right here is one of the bolts. There's a bolt on the other side. That's the only thing connecting this up pipe to the manifold. But to get to both these bolts, we're going to have to remove this heat shield. So that's what I'm going to do first. We got a bolt here, and then we've got one here, and then another one here. So it looks like a total of three. And then we're going to have to get this little ground out of the way, and we're going to have to get this oxygen sensor out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this heat shield. I'm going to unbolt these two bolts connecting the exhaust manifold to this up pipe right here, and then I'll get back at you guys from the top end and kind of show you what it takes to pull this thing up out of the way. Let's get started. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you, I got this heat shield off and out of the way. As you can see, it's sitting right there. So this guy was actually 4 bolts to get off. So we have got one right here, we've got one right here next to the oxygen sensor, we've got one up top, and then there was this other one over here on the side. Hopefully you can see that right next to the oil filter. So then you can clearly see right next to the oxygen sensor, you've got the up pipe connected to the intake, or I'm sorry, to the exhaust manifold. So this is the actual exhaust manifold. You can see here without the heat shield on. I am going to have to get this oxygen sensor out of the way, unfortunately, because this bolt sits directly behind it. So I went ahead and was able to loosen this up. So I'm going to take this off completely, and then I'm going to go ahead, that's a decent view of it, and I'm going to disconnect this bolt over here, and then from the top end we should be able to free the up pipe and pull it out of the way. Okay guys, as you can now see, hopefully, I was able to get this bolt out, and then this is where the oxygen sensor went right here. So I got those all out of the way. Those bolts are 14 millimeter, you can see right here. And these things were a bitch to get out. So I ended up using a 14 deep well socket with a big ass 1/2 inch ratchet. I didn't even need to hold the back end of this thing. These just broke loose, and then eventually I was able to just get them off by hand. But like I said before, with these exhaust pieces, it can be a real bear. Sometimes you actually need penetrant to get these off. So now we're coming up top. Should be free on the bottom. So now we should only actually have this nut right here restricting the up pipe from coming off, and then this bracket is in the way. Obviously this thing cannot come up because this bracket is restricting it. So we're going to take off this bolt for the bracket, and this, actually I think we need to take off this whole bracket as well. So we're just going to remove these two brackets, and this guy should just pop right up. Once again, I'm just going to use this 1/2 inch ratchet with a 14 mil. This is a 6 point socket. Like I said before, that's really important when you're taking off big stuff like this. Otherwise, you're going to have all sorts of issues. I'm just going to leave this bracket attached to the up pipe, I think, for now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to loosen this right now. Oh, it looks like I already broke that one loose. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy loose. This guy I already broke loose. This guy I have not broken loose. So make sure I'm on there straight. Got him loose. Okay. Now these guys, typically I've noticed with exhaust pieces, once you break them loose, they're usually pretty much hand tight, which is nice. Okay, we're gonna set this guy here. I'm just gonna leave that guy on, I think, for now. And we'll take this guy off. I'd like to potentially remember the orientation of these, just in case they're different. Okay, I dropped that guy. Oh, here he is. And let's just compare these two. It looks like they're exactly the same. So the orientation of those two don't matter. So that pipe obviously broke loose. Okay guys, so it looks like the up pipe actually will not come off because there is a bolt down there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I think you can see it. Anyway, that bolt is securing this, so I didn't realize that there was a third bolt on this guy. So essentially this up pipe cannot be removed from the top, unfortunately. That bolt is gonna obstruct that from happening. So it looks like we do, unfortunately, have to remove the exhaust manifold no matter what, which I didn't realize was the case. So luckily, we have this heat shield off already. So essentially, we've got the manifold disconnected from the up pipe. Now we need to disconnect the manifold from the engine. So because this heat shield is off, you can see here that you have 3 bolts on each side. So you got 1, 2, and then the third one is tucked right in there. So it's pretty easy to figure out once you get it all apart. So you got those 3, and then it's going to be the exact same thing on this other side. But first you have to remove this giant heat shield. It looks like you just have to remove the heat shield on this side. So it looks like you've got some 12s, I believe, 1 and 2, and then you should be able to have access to these 14mm guys here to remove this exhaust manifold. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of use the exact same tool that I used before, the deep socket with the 1/2 inch to get all these big exhaust parts off. So I'm going to get started on this, okay, and hopefully that should free up the up pipe here, okay? Okay guys, this is a better view of this driver's side heat shield. So there's actually 3 bolts. So there's one here, here, and then there's one up there. So I've got this loose. So once you get that off, you can clearly see the driver's side exhaust manifold and where it connects to the engine. So you've got, once again, 3 of these 14mm nuts with studs holding this guy on each side. And this guy should just break loose as soon as I can get those off. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay guys, so as you can see, I was able to get off these nuts here. 1, 2, 3. And then over here, the exact same thing on the passenger side. 1, 2, well, so that's the last one that's still in place, and then there's one more underneath here as well. These are actually pretty easy to get to if you have the proper tool. So like I said before, I use this same exact deal. There's an old saying my dad used to say, pull hard and it'll go easy. So it does take a little bit of force to break these loose, but once you do, it's not too bad. So as you can see here, this is the up pipe. Like I said, it's completely loose. I just can't pull it up from the top because that bracket is in the way. Once we remove this intake manifold, this whole piece here, this up pipe is literally just going to fall down. So I was going to try and film removing the remainder of this up pipe if I can. Let's give it a shot here, or the remainder of the intake manifold and the up pipe here. So I'm holding this manifold up with my forearm as I hold the camera, because otherwise this thing is literally just going to pop right out. I'm actually going to kind of use my knee to hold it as well. So as I said before, once you break these loose, they just are essentially finger tight. So you can see I'm literally turning that with my finger. Okay, so now there is no more bolts holding this intake manifold on. As you can see, it is coming loose. This up pipe is going to fall down with it, or maybe not. Okay, so there is the intake manifold. You can see this is where it connected. This is one of the gaskets right here. And then this is the up pipe. This thing should just come right out. And it is not coming right out. Alright, let's go back up top and see what's going on. Let's see what I forgot. Aha, so I forgot this. So this little guy is preventing it from coming down. See, this is holding us up, so I didn't remove that. Let's remove this guy. And honestly, I could probably just pull this up from the top now that we've gotten around this. Okay. So this little bracket now should come right off. Boom. And then actually, let's see. Now, actually, oh, I see part of the problem. So what I did, as I may have mentioned, is the heat shield for this guy broke and was rattling. So I did kind of a hack fix here, and I wired it to these lines here just to fix the rattle, which actually worked really well, but it's now holding this guy in place. So let me go ahead and cut these wires. Cut up my hack here. That's what happens. You gotta pay the price for your shoddy workmanship. Boom, okay. So, if you can see those wires right there, this was kind of my ghetto fix for that rattle. Okay, so we're gonna go back down under. Here's the up pipe already wanting to come out. And here it is, guys. Okay, so here, I'm gonna slide this over. I'm gonna slide over the intake manifold. We can just get a good look at everything. Okay, so here's the up pipe that was such a pain in the ass to get off. So you can see how this weld is broken right here. I guess that this is a pretty common failure point for these. So you can see how that rattles. Online, it looks like this has happened to a lot of people. But my bigger concern was that, see, if I hold the bottom here, the entire up pipe is loose, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be loose like that, if that's acceptable or not. I'm gonna have to look into that and find out. But I wouldn't think. I know a lot of these up pipes are supposed to flex like that, but I'm not quite sure if that's the case with the OEM one, so I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more. Probably have to remove this heat shield as well. Okay, and then this is the intake manifold, as you saw, or I'm sorry, the exhaust manifold. So this guy was bolted up literally just like that. And then this is where the up pipe connected to it, just for those of you that haven't really seen this visualization. So the up pipe connects to it right here and feeds the turbo. So basically the exhaust from the engine goes into the exhaust manifold, comes through here, up the up pipe, and then the up pipe connects to the turbo, which spins the turbine, and that's what gives us our boost. Alright guys, it was a lot of work, but it looks like we got her done. Okay guys, I just wanted to share that I did go ahead and cut off this heat shield on this upper aspect here. So as you can see, this portion of the heat shield is adhered or welded pretty well, but the top portion had completely broken off and was just rattling like I mentioned before. So the play that I'm seeing in this thing, as you can see, as I showed you earlier, is right here in this joint. It looks like it's normal, I think. So I'm not seeing any abnormal play. These welds all look good around here. And like I said, it wasn't leaking, at least that I could hear. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just reuse this. They do recommend that you coat, just kind of wrap this in like a ceramic wrap. So that's what I'm going to try and get my hands on to replace that heat shield. But just so you guys are aware of what this looks like under here. Hey guys, just wanted to show you that I went ahead and cut this heat shield off of here, and that play that I had mentioned before looks like it's all within this hinge right here. So you can probably see that, but I think that that's normal. It looks like it's normal to me. I'm not seeing any cracks in the welding or anything like that. So essentially I'm just gonna heat wrap this, and I'll go ahead and use this without upgrade for now.